So I got some info that you got brought into like a couple's fight or an argument.
Oh gosh, yes. This situation was a couple. She was so committed and so dedicated to like proving her point. They were talking about putting things in the back door. And he's like,
what's the day shift or night shift?
This is a day shift.
Of course. I mean, why not?
Perfect. So she's like, if I'm going to do it, then you should let me do it.
No, God, please, no.
And he's the one that asked me my opinion. And I'm like, do you really want to know my opinion? Well, and so I did kind of side with her, I guess, because I'm like, well, you know, don't knock it until you try it.
I love you.
And that was what the girl's line was?
I think if you're going to make her do this, then you should, you know, open the door.
Oh, my God.
Like,
so it just
open. Hi.
Hey.
Hey. Rhonda and Daisy is here as our guest today.
Yay.
Super excited. All right.
Wow.
First things first. On Tipsy Talk, we start with a drink.
Okay. You know
So what are we drinking today?
I meant to rim I was going to kind of do like a little tahine rim.
Rimmy rim. Okay.
So.
And Rhonda, talk about our sponsor today.
Okay. So this episode is sponsored by Herradura.
Herradura.
So they hooked us up and helped us out. And
it's Daisy's favorite tequila, so it worked out.
Daisy's like, bring in the tequila. Yes. And so therefore we knew who to hit up. So Herradura was really excited to be part of this. Sorry, I got a lot of tahine everywhere.
We like tahine.
And Daisy requested oranges, which I think also are the best complement to tequila.
Amen.
So I'm going to fill them up a little bit more this time. I know last time I didn't. This
we
is an
need
awkward angle. I'm not used to pouring at, you know, there's not a lot of space
Okay,
here,
so don't have a wardrobe malfunction right now.
Yes.
Please.
Oh, shit. I'll just spill instead. Napkin, please. Napkins. Anyone. Okay.
Awesome.
Ladies.
Thank you.
Now you got me paranoid.
Okay.
Oh, here's. Do you want orange?
Yes,
This one's already ripped
please.
in half.
You could do
Want a
that.
chunk? Here,
Chunk.
you get a big
Oh,
one.
I got a full one. Love that for me.
Get a big one.
I'm gonna
Shit.
dig it out a little bit so I don't have to suck on it. Okay, that sounded bad. Anyways.
So she was drinking before the show. Okay.
Cheers to Poor Decisions. There we go.
Tahine. Love it. Ugh.
Oh, boy.
I don't even know if I need the orange yet. Oh, the tahine is it for me. I don't know.
It's so good.
my favorite.
Mm-hmm. It goes down easy.
Good. There's another orange. We can slice it up later in
Perfect.
case I need another one.
Well, yeah, we have to
Can I just put this on the side?
cheers out, too.
Damn, I made a mess. Ugh. Okay,
Always.
so anyways. So Daisy is here. We're super excited. We've been trying to get her. She's a tricky one to get. Her and Basha are really difficult. So once we get both of them on the show eventually, we got one down, one to go. They're busy and they are busybodies. And to get them locked down is tricky. So we got
most
her.
of us.
We
Like most
stole
of
her.
us.
We bribed her. We're like, we got tequila.
We got tequila.
Like, come on in.
And here she is.
She's like, God damn it. All right, fine. I'll
Right?
be there. Okay, Daisy. So give us a little 411 like background on your bartending experience.
So I would consider myself maybe what you'd call a rookie. I only have about a year experience.
Man.
I initially came on actually Cinco de Mayo last year.
Was it really?
Yes,
Yeah.
it was
how funny.
on
It's
Cinco
been
de
a year
Mayo.
almost.
Like a year.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I love that.
So I came on as just a server, and I quickly picked up the bartending. And I've done it before.
But you took a big gap in between, right?
I did.
Bartending.
I went
Okay.
on vacation.
You went on vacation for what? A couple of years?
Oh no.
Oh, during working at the
During
nightclub.
working.
Okay.
Yes.
okay.
Yes.
I was like, wait, hold on.
But when I
Let's
came
clarify.
back, then I believe it was like, okay, put me behind the bar. I'm ready. Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
So
No, she was quick because we gave her like all the recipes and everything, and people already are like naturally.
They were already
like,
a big fan.
Yeah,
it was like riding a bike.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's good because you had bartended like
do.
way like previous
Yes.
years before.
I don't want to say how many years because
I know.
I don't want to give
I
my age.
yeah, I get you. I'm with
But
you.
it was 10 plus.
Okay. There you go. So you took a little hiatus.
Yes.
Just a teeny one.
Yes.
Okay.
A little bitty one.
So, coming strong, and now like on the nights that you work by yourself, like your solo shifts, you smash goals that have never been smashed before. So people love you. You have a great personality. She's the only one that, out of all employees at the nightclub location, she's the only one that has that little check mark, but like authentically, but not like how people buy it now, you know?
Right.
or
Yeah,
whatever.
it's like a legit
It's
one.
like, they're like, damn girl, we're going to give you a little chickadee check or whatever. I don't know. But her stuff hits
Kills
high.
it.
Yeah, no,
Kills it.
she's amazing.
Very good.
So, no, we love having you on the team. So,
Too. Besides that little background, like, what do you do normally? Have you done?
I'm a little bit of I do a lot. So I'm in real estate.
Hustler.
Yes, I'm in real estate. I also work in education. I have a shit ton of kids, and
you would never fucking know either. You look amazing, drop dead gorgeous.
I
and
think
your
no
kids, you
one
know what?
ever can realizes that I have kids. They're always like, "You don't look like you have kids." I'm like, "Well, what does a mom look like?" Because
Yeah, we don't have a.
You know what?
we
Nowadays,
don't have a look
it's
now,
like,
just saying.
yeah, no. We're
I'm
good.
definitely the mom of everyone. I actually have clients that come in and they're like, "Hey, mom."
really? Oh
I
my
do.
God.
I
How
do.
funny.
You're like, tell me to feel old without telling me to.
Well,
feel old.
Exactly.
she gets hit on by the 21-year-olds, and then
Exactly.
she gets, called mom
Daddy.
the next minute. So,
Yes. And then I have to tell them that my kid is 17, and they're like, "Oh,
they're like, well,
just kidding."
17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Hold
but
on,
you
let me
look
do the
so
math.
young. What the hell?
You do.
But yeah, I kind of just, dip my hands in whatever I can get my, my interests and my passions in, whatever aligns. And I'm always shifting different things. And so right now, bartending is definitely high on my list, and I have fun, and it's
It's being
it's
out of the
easy.
house.
Yeah.
And the money's so easy.
Yes.
So
Yes.
for
Like a
sure.
good
Definitely.
release too, especially from being a mom. It's like a
Yeah.
whole opposite.
It almost feels like
opposite.
you're going out and having like a
Exactly.
girls' night out or a fun night out, but you're also making,
You're being
tons of
responsible
money.
with
Yes.
it.
Yeah. Well,
And I love money.
Basically.
So
I mean,
Yeah,
basically
money, yay. That's why we hustle.
this is what we do. What we do.
Hello.
So, hey.
So, in your year, or even in your past years, I know you probably have some amazing, crazy stories. So, I mean, I can only imagine. I think everybody has some wild stuff they could talk about. So tell us, we hear about this wardrobe malfunction. So this is just a total random one, but this is something we need the deets on.
Yeah,
are you burning up over there? She's like, oh my God, here we go.
Hold on.
I really want to hear this one.
it's a hot
Shirts
wardrobe
off.
malfunction, let me tell you.
All right.
Where's the fan?
We're here for it. We're here for it. Hold on. Do you want me to
I'm good.
You
I'm
got
good.
this? Okay. You're making me hot. So okay.
Okay. Do you guys? I mean, the Barbie movie just came out not that long ago,
Oh, so
right?
this is a recent
It's
story.
very
Okay.
recent.
Yes.
Okay.
So I think I wore a skirt, like a really pretty pink diamond skirt. It totally screamed Barbie, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, I kind of feel like I might have seen a photo.
She
I might
did.
pull
You
it up.
did.
All right, keep
I
going. Tell
did.
the story. I want to
But
freaking find it.
this Barbie skirt had like the rhinestone, like tassels coming out of it.
Okay.
Okay.
All throughout. And so I don't know what I was doing. I was behind the bar or serving. I was moving around, and I was like super slammed, and I'm in front of
I'm really wondering where this is going. I'm thinking tassels, diamonds, skirts. Is
You
this
need another shot.
I
just
know.
to make that happen. Okay, keep going. Keep going.
I'm in front of like one of our regulars, and I kind of just was like, and he's like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fine. Everything's fine." And I like didn't register what happened exactly until I started like moving, and my rhinestone skirt like perfectly tucked in from behind.
Oh my God, I found this skirt. Was it this skirt? Oh my gosh, hold on.
You
I'm
gotta show
sorry.
the
I
camera.
I
You
have
gotta
to
show
start
the
in the
camera
middle.
so we have a visual.
Oh, but there's a whole bunch of people in it.
It's fine,
Was it
just-
this day?
Yes,
The Barbie
yes,
day? Oh,
yes.
You have to like pause
You have to
on her.
screen-
So
Screenshot it.
it has these long tassels,
Yeah.
but it was like perfectly placed where as I moved, it like scooped into my butt.
Okay,
and I'm
so
like,
here it is. Wait, the tassels scooped in your butt?
yes,
Is
because
this the
there's
one?
tassels on the bottom.
you see
And so
it?
as I would walk,
Oh my God.
the tassels would like cut my like butt cheeks, and then they would go in other places. And so when I was standing there,
Wait, you walked them into your butt? Mm-hmm. Trying to imagine, like, okay, so
I like
they
keep
kind of
scooping.
put it-
Yes,
Oh, scooping. Okay, got it.
and they're cold. They were cold. So I was like, oh, Wait, okay, do I like that? No. But I couldn't change, so I wore that skirt all night.
And then you
So every 15 minutes, 20 minutes, you're like, oh. And people are like, what? You're like, oh.
But I want to know if anybody said anything. Or did they notice?
I think I shared it with one person, or well, maybe the girls. I shared it with a couple of girls, and I told them. And I mean, I was happy the whole night.
I love it so much. I love it so much. Okay.
That's perfect. Oh my God. Okay. So it was like an unforeseen wardrobe malfunction.
Yes.
Nobody really knew what was going on, but you were struggling with it the entire night. Oh my God.
Because I couldn't do anything about it. It just kept like, those rhinestones kept finding their way up there. And I'm like,
oh my God.
Right.
All right.
Okay, funny. So Rhonda, have you ever had a wardrobe malfunction?
No, but I can't remember. I really feel like what I'm wearing feels like a wardrobe. I'm like really trying to just use my hair as blockage here. So no, you know what? I'm sure I have. It's been, I've been doing this for a long time. But if I was drinking, I probably don't remember it. So it couldn't have been that great of a story because, What about you?
I have had a nip slip, I think.
You
in
think?
The bar. From what I remember,
I remember
the nip slip happening.
Like, that's a regular daily thing.
I don't have a lot, so I don't care if I'm wearing a bra or not. I'm just like kind of, out there and like, okay, I'm not wearing a bra today. And then I think I just wore something low cut and it just kind of slipped out. And someone was like, I can see your nipple. And I'm like, but that happens all the time. So I don't feel like it's like a big deal. Like,
that's so
But I feel like nip slips are like, you're welcome. Happy birthday.
Exactly.
Like, Yes. Here's my tip to you.
You're welcome.
Exactly. That will be $20
for me.
For my accidental nip slip.
Here you go. Can you put that in the jar, please? Thank you.
Oh my God.
I love that. Okay, so we were coming up with ideas before we gave you a little rundown what we're going to talk about and like some ideas. So I got some info that you got brought into like a couple's fight or an argument.
Oh gosh, yes.
So
I feel like
we've all overheard like conversations that are like, oh shit, did I just hear that? Or weird ones. But when you get brought in, it's a whole different dynamic because you like want to play like professional bartender, but then again, you want to be empathetic and you want it to go away.
And you feel bad for the girl, obviously, because we always side with the girl usually, unless they're batshit crazy.
Well, it really depends on the story. I'll tell you mine because I don't know if I sided with the girl. Tell me, Daisy, what happened?
Okay. I feel like just every time you get in those situations, it's always awkward and uncomfortable. Like no matter what the topic is, it's uncomfortable. So this situation was a couple, and I feel so bad because she was so committed and so dedicated to like proving her point. And, they were talking about putting things in the back door. And he's like,
was this a day shift or night shift?
This is a day shift.
Of course. I mean, why not?
Perfect.
This
is what we talk about
Monday morning. Hello.
And I couldn't walk away either because there was, it wasn't as jammed as the night shift. So I had to be in there.
Oh, you wanted to be in there. Okay, so continue.
Well, and so I did kind of side with her, I guess, because I'm like, well, don't knock it until you try it.
I love you.
And that was what the girl's line was?
So she's like, if I'm going to do it, then you should let me do it. And he's the one that asked me my opinion. And I'm like, do you really want to know my opinion? Because, I mean,
I'm going to be real.
I'm going to be real with you.
We're going to be real.
I think if you're going to make her do this, then you should, open the door.
Oh my God.
Like,
so it was awkward and it's always uncomfortable. And
then
they
love
really
getting ganged up like that?
And then they fight, and then it's like, they get really upset when one of them goes to the bathroom.
Wait, they fought over that?
Yeah.
Like that bad? Oh
yeah.
shit.
Okay, but we're drinking. So you bring alcohol into the situation,
oh, yeah.
and then it's a whole other ball game.
These aren't normal fights, are they? Okay. I mean,
when they're in public. So I'm like,
okay, so what was the outcome then? Like
it was unresolved.
We don't know. We don't have them on the show later to see how that issue was
I
resolved.
really hope they went home and they just, they were
but
like,
I was in favor. I'm like, there's different sizes. There's all kinds of options. Why not?
Oh my God. Okay.
I love this, Daisy. That's great. That's perfect.
How do you get stuck in those stories in a day shift? Man,
I don't know.
I mean, I've seen some You've had to have seen some
I
shit
know.
on Day Shift.
Yeah, you're right. But still.
Like, it's like a afternoon date, and they're like...
Or like a Sunday fun day or something.
Yeah,
and
it's usually
like
Sunday
a
fun
few
day.
mimosas
It's the champagne. I'm telling you right now.
No, champagne's it.
It'll fuck you
You're like,
up.
it's all coming
Champagne.
out now.
It is all out the door, the freaking champagne. I don't know how many fights I've been in after
over
champagne.
Oh my gosh, I can think of I have a story too on that. But
I feel like we have a whole episode on that shit.
Yeah, I watched a breakup over champagne on Sunday. It was very sad, but
Did you?
I think it was necessary.
I've had that happen.
Yeah.
So
Oh, you were one of those people? Maybe it was you.
It was probably me.
I just don't remember.
I do remember.
So, okay, a super random thing that I think is weird. And obviously, like, this is on you guys. So I know the same thing has happened to both of you, and it's bizarre to me in a way. So you guys have had some experiences with people tipping and then untipping, like reverse tipping, and you both have stories on this. That's okay. So I have not had that. Maybe I'm quicker to the draw. I'm like, oh, they put that money down, and like pacha, like in the tip jar. Like, I don't know what or how you get yourselves in those situations. You have to tell me.
Do you want to go first?
I just have not.
I can go first. I can go first if you want. I can go first. Okay, so mine was, I had a guy, and he was like laying it on heavy, trying to hit on me, or he was hitting on me, not trying. I mean, kind of trying, because it didn't work, obviously.
Oh.
So I was being nice about it, and he was like, hey, can I get your number? But as he was writing his tip, right? I've been super nice this whole time, like, oh yeah, ha. I was like, yeah, you could follow me on my work page, and like, he's like, can I have your number? And I was like, as he's writing the tip, and I was like, I don't give out my number. That's just, not very professional. And he looked at me and he was like, oh, and then he put a big ass 0 on it over like the high tip that he was gonna give me.
Oh my God.
Asshole.
Exactly. That's what I said. I was like, okay, that's a little fucked up, but okay, well, I digress. So he looked at me and I was like, okay. And then when I said, well, it's very unprofessional if I do that, and I was like, but you can follow me on my like Instagram page or whatever it was. And I was like, oops, sorry. I was trying to be nice about it. And he was like, okay. And then he was like looking at me, and then he was like, well, what if I order another shot? Will you give me your number? And I was like, I already told you I'm not giving you my number. He handed me his phone and then was like, well, just put it in there. And I'm
My
like,
God.
I'm literally not giving you my number. Just put it in.
Just put it in.
Sir. No.
He knows the words to your heart.
I know. Don't act like you know me. No.
Like, damn, who you been talking to?
You've been talking to.
Just the tip.
Rhonda? So yeah, we obviously, like, he did end up like tipping me cash, but it wasn't like what he had written down on the receipt. I did tell him no, and then he continued to stalk me on my Instagram page, and I just put him in like the little request folder and like blacked him out. He's in the folder that
Like
I put
the
everybody,
not primary?
Yeah,
like,
so it literally just puts them in like a whole other folder on your Instagram where you don't even have to look at them. It's like a request thing, and then you can just ignore them. Then you never read them, so they don't know you're actually seeing what they're kind of DMing you.
Okay.
They're in the
So
cloud.
that was my story. They're in the cloud, far, far away. I don't.
Mine
have to look at it.
happened just maybe like a couple weeks ago, if that. It was this guy. He was with all his buddies, but his girlfriend was with him. And he comes to, close out his tab, and he definitely was trying to flex and was like, here's $100. And I have a pretty good streak of getting $100.
I've seen you post a couple of things.
It's almost like I manifested. Like, I'm going to get one today, or I'm going to get a couple. Like, it never fails. So even the guys are like, come on, Daisy, get us a couple dubs.
Right. So we've talked about dubs before, by the way.
So we always scream it out. We always scream it out if we get one. We're like, yes. So this guy, closes out his tab and he signs everything, and then he writes cash, but he puts down 100. Mm-hmm. And immediately I take it because he's already signed, and he took his card. So I take everything and I was like, yay! And I celebrated, and the whole bar was like, okay, they're all excited. And I put it in the tip jar.
Right, as you should.
As I should. And so
oh boy.
he turns around, and I don't know who he looks at, but I'm assuming it was his girlfriend.
Oh, fuck. Yeah.
And then he turns back around and he's like talking to his buddy, and his buddy is like, hey, I'm sorry. Like, he didn't mean to do that. And I'm like,
excuse me?
I'm sorry, what? Too bad.
I'm sorry, it's already in the jar, sir. No.
So I walk away and I leave them like sit in their shit for a minute. Like, think this through, because so are not good choices for you. These are poor decisions. So I come back and he's like, no, I'm really sorry. And I hear her come up to him and she's like, you better get your fucking money back, and like just drilling into him. And I'm like, look, I'm sorry. And so I almost like didn't have to say anything because the whole rest of the bar was like, dude, this is more embarrassing for you than it is for her.
Right.
Like, why would you try to flex when your girl's right here?
Absolutely.
Oh my God.
So
he
it
put
was
himself in that situation.
Yes, it was so
Yeah.
awkward. She
Ugh.
was like yelling and fighting, and I'm like, I just get out of my, like, just get off, get out of here, just leave.
Yes. Oh my God.
So it was really embarrassing.
Did you keep it?
Well, yes, because I'm like, what goes in there doesn't come out. And
like-
so I was cashing someone else out, and I was like, oh, I only have this in my register, and it was like $40. And I was like, here you go. Like, that's it. And he's like, I don't remember what he said, but he felt like an idiot, obviously. And I'm
Well, he
like,
looked
what
like
goes
one,
in the
too.
tip jar does not come out.
Yeah.
Next time, don't bring your girlfriend if she's
Exactly.
that much of a hater. Let him tip. I mean, if you're taking care of them and you're having a good time and he's having a good time,
Yeah.
he's not asking for your number, trying to take you home. If he
Yeah.
wants to give you a good tip and he makes
Right.
the money to do it, then shit, let him fucking do it.
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna.
I mean, if I am with a guy and they tip the girl really good, I'd be like, fuck yeah.
like you're
I'm
getting
proud of
fucked
you.
later.
Thank
like,
you.
come on. Like,
Good job.
Exactly.
Tip that girl.
Tip
Yeah.
that girl. You better put more.
I know, right?
Right?
It was awkward. It was uncomfortable.
That is so
I'm
weird.
sure they
It's
fought the
probably
whole
weird
ride
for
home.
her too, though.
Yeah.
Because then she probably feels like super like the jealous vibes are just booming at
Yeah,
that point.
so
It's like,
insecure.
oh,
I mean,
Super.
man.
like he totally looked way worse than you could have ever.
No, he did. And
You know
that's what
I'm
the
saying?
whole bar, like the rest of the guys, they just looked over and they're like, dude, you're dumb.
Yeah, because he let her like dictate
Yes.
the whole like situation too. Which
I didn't give
made-
it back to him, though.
I'm sure they gave him shit after that too. By the way,
Yeah.
But I'm so glad you didn't give it back to him. Fuck that guy.
I know, good. That would have been like a weird point. You're
I'm like, there's
"Oh,
no
fuck, she
take backs.
didn't
What are you
There's no
doing?
take-
See, I love
I
that
already
you
celebrated.
Were already down on. Yeah, you're like, I waved it in the air. I said my dub thing, and now it goes in the tip jar.
It's gone,
That's where
buddy.
it stays.
Going.
I can't
So-
believe you guys have both had. Well, I mean, okay, so her tip wasn't removed, but
Yeah.
poor Melissa.
I know. Well, I mean, it was just a lot less than it should have been. That's what I'm saying.
We work hard.
We do. I mean, last night I made some freaking old fashions that I didn't want to do at like midnight, and I was like,
I'm
okay,
glad that
sure,
you
let
don't
me do
complain
that.
about that.
I'm
Good
not
for you.
going to, but I was like, you better make it worth it. And then guess
And once
what?
you
It was
start-
like a $50 tip, and I was like, hey, like
Nice.
just saying. You gotta,
Once you
gotta
start
work it when you
one
work
old
it.
fashioned too, I feel like everybody wants one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they all see that. Oh, I want that too.
Yeah. But anyways,
Nice.
it's like the crazy difficult things. Okay, so what other things we did bring up? There was like a little bit. We have a
Some
little bit more
embarrassing
time.
stuff too on the
Yeah.
wardrobe. Well, wardrobe wasn't. I mean, that was your own personal embarrassment. But what about like falling or eating shit or like customers falling? See, when customers fall, I feel really bad. I'd rather fall than somebody else fall. I don't know why. I'm like, ah.
Right, like, well, because you feel empathy for them, and you're like,
I mean, it
oh,
depends on the customer,
shit,
though.
like-
Wait, let me rewind that. I'm actually coming through with
Actually,
a few
you
that I
deserve
wouldn't
that
mind
bitch.
if they fell.
Okay, sorry, I'm not that mean, but I mean,
I
in
was
certain
thinking guys, but
circumstances,
still. I mean, girls. Oh my god, I don't know. Everyone's eating shit at some point.
you still
I
feel
try
for
to
them.
block that out in my head. When it's me, if I've eaten shit, which I have, I'm sure a million times. I can barely remember any
I
times.
fell
I've
last
actually-
week in the kitchen, like literally slipped on the ice, and I ate shit, caught myself on the bucket. And I was like,
You caught yourself on the
ice
bucket?
bucket? On the ice bucket. And then I literally walked out and I was like, I just ate shit. And I was like telling the customer, and he's like, what? And I was like, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm totally fine. But I was like, it was just like a way to like release the like freak out moment that I was having, because I like literally fell. And I have almost fallen behind the bar because it's so slippery. And
like,
then you're like
did
wearing
anyone
certain
see you?
shoes. I mean, they do. They like see me like slide.
Yeah.
But I mean,
I fell coming around from the bar because I was taking drinks from the bar to a table, and like my watch came flying off even.
Oh my god!
It
what kind
was-
of fall was that?
okay,
I think I slipped on an ice cube or something. I don't remember, but it wasn't just like I fell. It was like my knees hit the floor and then I slid.
Ugh.
oh my,
And
oh, you were like
everybody
legit
saw.
on the ground.
Yes,
Oh my God.
everybody saw.
Did your ass come out? Were the tits out?
I'm sure. Like there has to be
hold on,
footage.
question, Melissa.
Important
Dumb
questions. Important questions. Okay, we just want to know what they
Obviously.
saw.
I'm sure they did.
We're trying to get a visual. Okay.
Someone got, a little bit of a visual, I'm sure.
Something got to show.
No, yeah,
Probably.
because I was wearing a skirt and I just remember like my knees were scraped for like a week or so.
Oh my God.
So I slid that far. Like it was like ice.
Yeah.
I went.
And
We
you
should
just,
have
like,
rewatched it on the camera. We should have rewatched it. I mean, Aubrey felt one time, she's like, please rewatch the camera. I want to see what it was.
Yeah.
So she like was holding a full tray of drinks. She slipped and fell, landed on her knees, spun in a full circle on her knees in water, and then stood right back up. Like it was
Like
a
nothing
dance.
happened.
was nothing.
It was the weirdest thing I've ever seen. I was like, whoa, it didn't even, I don't think anyone would have even noticed. But yeah, that's
my
funny.
gosh.
I did have actually a customer fall because I think she was like trying to be cute on the stool and had like one
on the
foot
stool.
one
seen
foot on the
that.
stool and one foot like on the floor, and so it was kind of like tipping the stool a little bit, and so she
Wait, what was she doing to the stool?
Like she was probably sitting
Like sitting, but
on one, like
standing.
trying to be cute and like
I
standing.
don't get
and,
that.
Like,
I don't see how that's cute. Hold on. I just don't have the
well,
visual
maybe
for
she was
it.
just trying to like
Like, I think,
own her position in the bar.
yeah,
maybe.
like I think
with
just
the
like a
seats.
fraction of her butt was on there, and then the rest, you know, was like, I don't know. It was weird, but
I
she
know what
ends
you're
up
saying, though.
she ends up dropping the stool and she falls, and the bartender that I was working with that time, she's like, just give her a shot, she'll be fine, and I'm like, okay.
No, I've seen people fall off the bar stools like multiple times. They're
Yeah.
drunk and they just like
Yeah.
they don't give a shit and they fall off.
Because they
They
tip
fall
it.
to shit. They just
I've fallen off a bar
falling
stool.
off like flies. Like
Yeah,
ding, ding.
I was
They
in Vegas
tip
and
it.
fell off at bar stool.
They put like 1 foot off of it,
Yeah, and
or
then you,
something
like- or you,
that,
like,
and
lose
then
your
it just like
balance.
slips under them.
You've never fallen off a bar stool.
I literally have zero recollection. I mean, I'm sure it's happened. Somebody out there in the world knows and probably could tell you a full blown ass story. But if I was under the influence of alcohol, there's no way I'm going to remember it unless I had to go to the hospital or something.
Don't remember.
You know,
there's
it has to be
footage.
something very traumatic. Yeah, if there's footage, then
Yeah.
you know,
I wish I-
someone could probably like be like, "Oh, remember that one time?" I'd be like, "Oh, fuck,
Like,
yeah,
sure,
no, I
yeah,
do."
totally remember
I wish
that.
I could remember that.
I think it was Ashley that I was working with because she's like, just give her a shot. And I like, she was on it. As soon as she saw her fall, she made a shot and she's like, here, take it to her. So I
knows what's
take it
up.
to her and I'm like, here, like, you're fine. You're going to be okay. Go to the bathroom, like freshen up. But on like the register, we comped her shot.
It's just like
What?
And I think you might remember this because we were
Oh
like,
my god,
we were
Ashley
like-
got in trouble. For
Yeah.
not you. Oh,
she had to write a reason why we comped her shot.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason she put was customer ate shit.
yeah. Customer fell and ate shit. I remember I have a screenshot of that on my phone somewhere of it actually on the slip
It says
that she gave
customer
to
fell
the
and ate
customer.
shit.
I can't right now.
Did you hear that story?
No,
She gave it to the girl at the end of the night to sign, and she noticed it.
I freaking love that.
And they were like, wasn't she upset or something?
She
Like,
was. She wasn't happy. I mean, she did.
poor
She
thing.
fell, and we took care of her. But it I don't know. We
some karma. It's okay. Come back.
Customer fell and ate shit. You gotta
love
watch what you
that.
write on those credit cards.
Right?
You never know what's
Oh my
gonna
God.
pop it off.
All right, so Daisy, thank you so much for coming. Loved having you. Loved hearing the stories. We are gonna
We need to
cheers
have you
out.
back too.
So we're gonna have like a half shot.
Oh, okay. All
we
right,
got-
so
wait,
take
more.
your, take
We
your
need-
little
why
thing out of
half?
the thing.
Okay, full.
She's
My
like,
bad.
yeah.
we do
shit.
everything full out.
All right, and then
Daisy,
Full
here,
send.
here at Tipsy Talk, full send. Always.
I need you to take your orange because my other shot glasses are not.
We
need more
go out
time.
with a toast, and it's cheers to poor decisions. So that's our thing.
Pour as in pour. Right?
Like pouring.
Yeah, you already have tahini on yours.
I thought it was like POOR. Like
No, POUR.
you know, it's
Pour, but it's like
Poor
planned
decisions.
words.
okay. It's
Melissa.
both, girlfriend.
All right, you need more tequila. Then you'll remember. Hold on,
I love
this
the way
is
you
most
pour my
awkward-
tequila.
I can't pour.
Do you
This
want
is
me to-
awkward.
you should
Do you
just
know
let
I
me
have
pour
no
it.
arm?
You could have just let me
really
pour.
It's like a baby
Working on it.
dinosaur pour.
No. There's a lot of cords around
I
here.
have more
There's
arm
things.
room. I could have totally done it, by the way.
No, I want a half of this one.
Okay, we all have our
Okay.
oranges. Okay, thanks
Thank
to
you,
Herradura.
Herradura. Yes, I was just
Yes.
going to say that. Yay.
Amazing.
And thank you, Daisy.
Thank you, Daisy. Cheers to poor decisions.
Poor decisions. POUR.
Welcome to Tipsy Talk, the podcast where we dive into the wild world of bars, bartenders, and nightlife with a twist.
Join our team of hot girl bartenders.
And a myriad of guests as we spill all the juicy details from scandalous confessions to dirty jokes and edgy banter.
Get ready for a fun and flirty ride as we serve up the hottest gossip, share outrageous stories, and explore the naughty side of the bar scene.
So grab your favorite drink, sit back, and let's get this party started. Cheers to poor decisions.